Hey everyone, I'm THPine and welcome to Clustertruck. What is Clustertruck, you ask? I like to call it a first-person truck jumping score tech game. It's gonna be available on the 27th of September and this is what it looks like. So when I saw the trailer for this game for the first time, I thought, oh, that looks kind of fun, but probably not my kind of game. But then, without even asking, I got a free review code for it, and I thought, give it a shot, it might be fun for a few minutes. Well, turns out, it's surprisingly fun for way more than just a few minutes. And I enjoy it quite a bit, because it's really satisfying to jump from truck to truck, and that's pretty cool. So if you beat a level, you get like a scoreboard here with times and extra points and stuff like that. And then you can go to the next level. There's a bunch of levels actually. And there's also a level editor where users can create their own levels with Steam Workshop support. And ooh, that was pretty amazing. Let's see. No, I can't get to that truck. Too bad. So yeah, gameplay wise, there's not much to talk about. You control with WASD, you look around with the mouse, you jump with space, by default you jump with shift. I rebound that, but I'm going to talk about controls a little later in this video. And that's it. Well, you can unlock abilities, which I did. You maybe saw the air dash already, which I activate with the left mouse button. And you can get like utility abilities as well, which you can activate with the right mouse button, which I don't have yet though. Well, we have enough points, I might pick one up. So there's one point I want to talk about though, gameplay-wise, and that is that the game is actually not deterministic. God damn it, that was close. So trucks might behave a little different every time you play. And that's usually not a huge issue, but in some levels, the levels that causes major changes from run to run. So sometimes trucks crash, and sometimes they don't, and yeah, they just act a little different, which is a little, well, I didn't expect it to be, let's put it that way. And I don't think it's necessarily bad, but my personal preference would be that it would be deterministic and trucks behave the same every time, because I think that would make the game a little bit more strategic. So you can plan out your moves better, like your route. You can route a good route, I guess, and try to get a good score that way. While when it is a little bit random, well, you're relying on your luck to get the right pattern, to get the perfect well, run, I guess. So I'm not a big fan of that. On the other side, you can argue that it makes the game a little bit more like you have to be more in the moment. Like you cannot just get the whole track in your mind and play it blindly. You have to adapt to what's happening, which is a good thing as well, because that's actually fun as well. But I think for a score tech game, it would actually be cool to not be that case. But I don't know, that's personal preference as mentioned. Let's actually go to the main menu, and that's not what I wanted. Well, let's take a look at the option menu, why not? So before you start the game, you have a Unity launcher, which allows you to change resolution and window mode and full screen. I don't think there's borderless window, no there isn't. And you can also rebind the controls there, for mouse and keyboard that is, not for a gamepad. Let's talk about controls right now, why not? No, let's not. Let's when we are back in gameplay. So, so let's talk about the option menu, because that's where we are right now. That makes sense, right? So we have some video options. You can turn off various effects. You can change the FOV. So that's cool. We have separate sound sliders. That's good as well. It shows the controls here. You cannot rebind them from here, though, only from the pre-game launcher. You can invert the camera, and you can change mouse sensitivity, which is good. Also, there is some Twitch integration. I think viewers can spawn random events and stuff like that. Yeah, so there's that as well if you're interested in that kind of stuff. And as mentioned, you can unlock abilities. So I got a double jump. Let's just select that one. So you can choose one movement ability and one utility. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that until I bought two movement abilities, so I have to choose now between the two. So let's stick with the double, or let's take the double jump now to get a little variation in, which you don't activate with the left click. You activate it by jumping again. It's not really a double jump though. It's more like a little hover. And let's unlock one of the utility skills. I think I can only get this one because it's the only one I can afford. Time slower. Watch, it slows down time, not being a perfect invention. It slightly destabilizes the universe when used. Okay, let's try that out. Where did I bound this to? I think on E. Let's check really quick. Okay, it actually, there we go. Ability 2. No, this is actually the default control, so it doesn't adapt to what you set up earlier. So this is just well, that's not true because I rebounded. So it doesn't show the actual controls. It just shows the default controls. So yeah, custom maps is user-created maps. There's the level editor is down there, and campaign is a bunch of predetermined maps or maps the game comes with. So I'm in World 3. Let's see, maybe we can unlock the next world. Let's go to the last level of World 3, which is fairly annoying, I have to say, because you have to jump through those wheels, which is not cool. And yeah, it's pretty hard. Okay, let's talk about controls now, because I talked about that quite a bit. Oh, I forgot to, yeah, on E is the second ability, right? Let's check that out. Okay, it slowed time down a little bit. Not a huge effect, though. So, the controls are, the default controls on the keyboard are okay, except for the sprint button. I think the sprint button is really, really terrible on the shift key. At least for me, that was painful to play for more than like 10 minutes. My pinky did hurt like quite a bit. And first I thought you cannot rebind them because, well, the menu doesn't let you. God damn it, I thought I have the air dash, but I don't. So that was quite a pain. But then I realized you can do it from the pre-game launcher. In fact, the game told me that I can do that, so that was good. But I actually would prefer playing this game with a controller. And there is controller support. But it's not quite working. I think nobody actually tested to play this game with the controller because the control scheme is it's impossible. The problem is that you control the camera with the right stick and you jump with the A button. So both things are controlled with your right thumb. So you can either control the camera or jump. And that's not going to work out well in a game like this. So I'm not sure why who thought that would be a good idea. Because I'm pretty sure it isn't. But yeah, so I would like to play this with the controller. I think it's a little easier. It would be a little more fitting to play a game like this with the controller. Oh, that would have been epic. I'm not a big fan of the time slowdown. It doesn't seem to be that effective, actually. That was a double jump. Well used. Ah! God damn it. And yeah, but it's just not possible to play this with the controller. And as mentioned, you cannot rebind the controller keys. So, I mean, I guess you can use third-party software to rebind your controller settings and get the jump button on one of the shoulder buttons. That would make sense, I guess. But yeah, the game will just not allow you to do that on its own. So that's quite a shame. But besides that, the game is pretty fun. And yeah, there's not much more to talk about it, so let's just wrap it up. It's called Clustertruck. It's gonna release on the 27th of September. The links are in the description below. Ooh, ah. Oh, god damn it. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. You can play it safe in some levels, but then you will get a terrible score and it's not gonna be fun. So yeah. I'm TH Pine. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun and see you next time.